Imagine this. You ask your 6-year-old what they learned at school today, and they say, "How to sever an arm, Mommy." That's exactly what's happening in the UK, where thousands of students are being taught the Saudi national curriculum, which follows Sharia law. Joining us from London this morning, Robin Simcox, a researcher at the Center for Social Cohesion, with more on this story. Good morning to you, Robin.
Good morning.
Frightening stuff. First, give us some examples of specific things that are actually being taught now in a weekend school, mind you, but this is in the UK. What are these kids being taught?
Well, as you mentioned, there is the shocking education being taught to UK children now of how to cut off hands and feet under Sharia law. There is debate over how exactly homosexuals, for example, should be killed, whether they should be set on fire or thrown off a mountain, and also listing the reprehensible qualities of Jews, as well as a question being, where will you go to if you don't follow Islam? The correct answer being hellfire. So this is exactly what's being taught at the moment.
Also teaching penalty by death by stoning, burning with fire. This is controversial to say the least. Do the parents, are they aware of what their children are being taught? And how about the UK government? Are they aware, and is there any national resources going into these schools?
Well, the UK government, I think, has been caught completely unawares by this, although they shouldn't, because it's become quite clear just exactly what is being taught in our universities and in our schools. As far as the parents are concerned, they are choosing to send their children to this school. It seems extremely unlikely that they are entirely unaware of what is being taught at these schools. And I think it's time there was much greater oversight over exactly what is being taught to children at these kind of education establishments.
Right, and now that you have brought it to the attention of the UK government, what do they plan to do about it?
Well, they've talked about, the problem is with these types of schools is that because they're part-time, the government doesn't regulate them. I think the government has to start regulating even these part-time education schools, which are really, for example, the Christian equivalent of a Sunday school. It's not ideal. It will cost a lot of time, a lot of money, but it's not an ideal situation. And clearly, we see what's being taught is essentially Saudi national curriculum. Now, Saudi Arabia is still a country that publicly executes and beheads people, so we can't be overly surprised when it's not exactly the most enlightened education policy.
Yes, the textbooks do have the Saudi ministry stamp of education on them. This is frightening stuff. Robin Simcox, keep us up to date as this story continues to evolve.